right, I'm TJ Rogan from Overmined.com. We're here with Dead City Scandal. You just introduce yourselves.
Sean, rhythm guitar.
Michael Vanderlance on the bass.
Jimmy Feedback, lead guitars. Ow!
JB Mason, vocals.
Max Matthews on drums.
So you guys just recently released your album. What was it like recording it in the studio?
Oh, it was great. The Warehouse is probably the best studio in Vancouver to record in.
It is the best studio to record in. Like, who has recorded there? Metallica, AC/DC?
Yeah, no, the company that we get to record with obviously is pretty awesome. You know, just when you get in a room like that, you know who's been in and what's been happened there and stuff. So that part of it's really cool, and it's working with a guy like Eric. You know, he's been a friend of mine for about 7 years now, just through Vancouver and that. And, you know, to work with him in a wicked setting like that and just do what we got to get done, it was wicked.
Well, and it's like the caliber of the studio. There's no gap between thought and action. If you can think of it, you can do it in the next 2 minutes. So it's just like anything goes. If you have an idea, boom, relay it to tape.
So do you guys have any like ridiculous stories in the studio that are just you guys just laugh about or hate each other for?
Really remember the studio.
It was a bit of a blur. We kind of went in there and kind of fast tracked our way through. I mean, we went in there pretty prepared. We already had a bunch of stuff that we had written and was ready to go. So I mean, we didn't really need to go in and do a bunch of pre-production, and so there's not really too many drawn-out stories, I guess, necessarily. But it just really came down more to the vibe and just feeling it, you know, on the spot right there.
So what's your most memorable song to play live?
Hot Tits was awesome tonight. I love playing Hot Tits. Everyone gets solos.
Well, the thing with Hot Tits.
You get it.
Yeah.
No, I get a solo. He gets a solo. He gets a solo.
Well, the thing with Hot Tits is a kind of the typical musician thing, right? It's like some of the material on the record we just released, we've been playing since we started, right? So after 2 years, there's some songs where you kind of, you know, obviously you don't get as jacked on, right? But when you get to do a song like Hot Tits and you know you're going to be recording it on the next one and it's still kind of new and fresh, it's a blast to play.
How would you describe your music in only one word?
Oh, shit sauce. Describe our music. It's a good time.
Like glass smashing in a corner of a back room.
You guys.
It's, yeah, pretty balls out, sleazy rock and roll. I mean, yeah, I mean, we've got a lot of influence from bands that sort of came up from LA and all that kind of stuff, like the old glam scene and stuff like that. But everything that sort of progressed from there. But it's also, you know, kind of gone through that modern music filter. I mean, everything that we've kind of listened to is, you know, everything's kind of an influence, and we just kind of take the bits and pieces we like and mash it all together and kind of get our very own Dead City Scandal rock and roll.
So with the release of your new album, what do you guys plan to do for this year?
Well, it's going to be a lot of it, you know, with it being such dated material for us anyway. We're just going to use it and just keep spreading the word, man. Keep spreading what we do and play
try
shows.
For radio. That's basically the plan. You just try and keep going long enough to make enough money to keep going.
So what made you guys all want to get into music and being in this band?
Marty McFly.
every time before you go on stage, the quote.
Whoa! Watch me for the changes and try to keep up. Little Johnny B. Good.
That's how we play it.
Oh, that's why you said that?
Yeah.
Marty
I
McFly.
didn't even realize.
Fast and dirty.
Full circle, eh?
Watch me for the changes. Try and keep up.
So you'll have to forgive us. It's been a long day. What was the question again? Music itself.
We've all played it. He's been in a couple different bands. I've known him.
She did. I didn't play piano until I was like 8, and I would cry and cry. And I was like, Mom, I don't like this anymore.
And now we make you come out
And
play
now I
drums
have,
and you cry
and I still,
cry.
I'm 28 and I still
smash
cry.
glasses.
And I
He's a
hate
bit of a
it.
crier, but you know.
What else am I supposed to do?
What is the most embarrassing thing you guys have ever done?
Tonight.
Well, me and Max probably have done some really stupid shit, back in the day with Over the Coals, but other than like I don't even f***ing remember. It's one of
other people take care of that.
I think that's the best part. That's the best part of any night is the part that you don't remember the next day.
Well, not really embarrassing, but a really funny one. Okay, unfortunately, it wasn't on the tour with us, but it was Max and I on the road, and it was our last night of the Summer Thunder tour for Over the Coals, and we stopped in at Banff because that was obviously the last date.
And we didn't have herpes yet.
We didn't have herpes yet. We figured we might as well give her a go, but. We were there and we went to some house party after the show with all these fucking people we didn't know, and they weren't very cool, let's put it that way. So Max and I went outside and lit off some fireworks in front of their house, and we eventually got kicked out of the party. Long story short, a couple of people, we all went down by the river right in the middle of the park, and we still had some fireworks left, so we thought, hey, it'd be a good idea to fucking blow shit up before we go home. And so we didn't know what the hell we were doing, and we lit off this one called like a thunder clap or the clap. The clap.
Yeah, we were in Banff, remember?
Yeah, we were in Banff. Max was in a hotel room by this point, about 6 blocks away. We lit off this fire. We lit off this firework, and it was the loudest thing I think I've ever done in my life. Right, and this is a provincial park, right? So we're not expecting this, and it went bang. And so we all scattered, sirens went, and we basically, Max told us the next day, I heard that thing go off from 6 blocks away.
Well, I was getting in there.
Well, he's getting in there.
Or like, having James be like, hey bro, where are the keys for the van? I'm like, no, we left the van at James' house. No, you didn't, it's parked on the lawn out front of the house. Really? Oh yeah, the keys are in my pocket. I drove home last night. Hammered. And I told you I wasn't gonna do that.
Yeah, sorry, Mom. It's usually not crazy shit. It ends up really fucking stupid.
Give me all your information now.
Dead City Scandal, everything. Dead City Scandal Facebook, Dead City Scandal Twitter, MySpace, Supernova. Our album's coming out on iTunes this week, and just everything. Just look up Dead City Scandal. DeadCityScandal.com is coming real soon as well.
Look in your girlfriend's call history on her cell phone. Dead City Scandal.
And I'm TJ Rowe from Overmined.com, and we're out.